Hello and welcome, intrepid explorer. My name is Ariella Indigo and I'm the creator of the free ebook you just acquired. Thank you so much for hearing the call to adventure and for following your intuition. My greatest wish is that the information I'm sharing will help to enlighten and illuminate your path in some way. The wisdom contained within the ebook brings together sacred knowledge from Jewish mysticism, the Hebrew alphabet, modern progressive science and gematria numerology, and the system works by looking at the sonic frequencies found within your birth name to reveal not only your highest possible life purpose but also the subconscious programs and energetic forces at play which are responsible for creating your entire reality. This groundbreaking esoteric system was brought through by a great channeler and pioneer in universal wisdom who transmitted it to us from the soul of Moses. It was originally used in Atlantean times and is making a comeback during this great shift on Earth when a new epoch and era is being birthed. I call it the Soul Purpose System, and it will give you a roadmap which will support your entire life, illuminating the best direction for you to head in to fulfill your highest purpose and helping you to gain a deeper understanding of the big question, why am I here? So who am I and why am I here talking to you? Well, after spending the past 10 years being on a focused spiritual and self-development path, I can honestly tell you that this system is the simplest, quickest and most accurate solution I have come across when it comes to helping you raise in consciousness about who you are, why you're here, and it gives you a clear path on how to align with your highest destiny. I struggle to find the right label to call myself as I don't really feel like I fit into any one single category, but essentially I'm somebody who enjoys the mysteries and believes in many different levels of truth beyond the intellect and the physical 3D reality. But more on that later. For now, let's turn our attention back to the Soul Purpose System. I've used this system successfully with over 100 clients in my private practice, and I've always been in awe at how it illuminates in astonishingly accurate detail the blueprint of people's soul and which inner programs are currently playing out in their realities. We are all here on specific soul purpose missions which are pre-arranged before we're born, and this system helps us to understand the plan for our soul and how to unlock our personal magic into the world. Let me ask you 3 quick questions. How would it benefit your life if you knew the direction to head in to access unparalleled happiness, abundance and joy? What would it mean to you if you understood what you're learning in your relationships so that you can transform them into higher sacred unions and also use this information to consciously parent your children, helping to align them with the plan for their soul too? In what way would it change your life to be given a code which supports you in your professional life, helping you to set up a business which is in alignment with your goals? All of this, plus more, really is possible, and that's why I've written the ebook and made this video especially for those of you out there who would like to make 2017 your epiphany breakthrough year, the year in which you transform and discover key insights about yourself which help you to be the master of your own destiny. The year when you break free of any obstacle, challenge or illusion which is holding you back from living the life of your wildest dreams. So no matter where you are on your spiritual or self-development path, if this applies to you, then please stop what you're doing as you'll really want to hear this, and it will only take me 20 minutes to show you how to make 2017 the breakthrough year of your life. Just before I do that, I'm quickly going to share a bit of my story with you to put you in the picture of how this system dramatically changed my life and how I was somebody who was previously reluctant to be on an awakening path, never mind a guide, due to a fairly heavy dose of social conditioning where for many years I was lost in material illusion. And I'll begin by saying that a few years ago I did something that most people would consider to be insane. I turned my back on a secure 6-figure income, a luxury-filled lifestyle and a successful 16-year career as a high-flying business manager in corporate. Then I proceeded to blow all the money I had, enjoying myself whilst backpacking around Central America. When I ran out of money, I came back home to the UK where I turned down the offer of over £120,000 worth of work contracts and chose to buy a caravan and live as simply as I could out in the English countryside instead. So why did I do that? Had I lost the plot? Well, it was because, like so many other people in this world, I'd fallen into the trap of making money for the sake of making money, just for security. I was feeling depressed because I didn't get much joy out of my job, and on top of that, I had unfulfilled dreams of doing something I felt passionately about, but I didn't have a clue what that was. By this point in my life, like I say, I'd been on a spiritual awakening and self-development path for many years, so I'd learnt a great deal about myself and had been taking massive action to move past my challenges and raise in consciousness. So no doubt about it, I was getting high marks for self-awareness, but still had lots of fear around financial insecurity, which meant that I was stuck in this meaningless work cycle and had hit another glass ceiling. I wanted my next big breakthrough badly, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do career-wise instead. So in desperation, I did the only thing I knew was left to do. I followed my intuition and I jumped. I'd like to tell you that everything immediately slotted into place the moment that I jumped, but on the level of my physical reality, things actually appeared to get far worse before they started to get better. The first test that I faced was that I got ill, and I mean really ill. I actually called the ambulance out of myself twice because I genuinely thought I was going to die. I could barely walk from one side of the room to the other, and I was having all these strange and overwhelming symptoms. So the doctors were testing me for various autoimmune diseases and even possible multiple sclerosis. What happened next literally blew my consciousness open and still amazes me today. For whilst I was in this critical state, I couldn't help but notice that the electricity in my flat was going haywire, and the numbers 1111 kept appearing to me on my TV screen, which I now understand to be a DNA activation code. What I realised was happening was that my spiritual emergence had toppled into full-blown spiritual emergency. I could feel spirit and other energies inside of me, and there was a huge soul transition going on. I understood that I was indeed dying, but not in the physical sense. It was so that a new me could emerge out of this rebirth instead. Many revelations and messages were given to me during this time, and my intuition seemed to get plugged right in. There was much psychic phenomena which occurred, and I woke up one day to see 2 6-foot-tall light beings stood in my bedroom, letting me know that they were there guarding me, and the energy in the room was very pure, calming, and safe. I knew that this was a vital transition that I must go through, and like a snake shedding its skin, a huge transformation was taking place. I had no idea where it would all ultimately be heading, but just an overwhelming feeling of needing to surrender and trust in the deep alchemical process which was taking place. It took about 6 weeks for the physical symptoms to become more manageable, and all the time I was asking the universe to show me how I could best be of service and what my true purpose was here on earth. A few days later, after I'd integrated more of this experience, it happened. An incredible solution was synchronistically delivered directly to me via a friend's post on Facebook, claiming that she had recently received an incredibly accurate reading from a psychic and was passing on the website details to anybody who might be interested. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was a nudge for me to follow the spiritual signpost, and was overjoyed to see that life purpose readings were being offered too. So I booked in for my reading, which was given to me on Skype by a very magical lady who used the exact same channeled soul purpose system that I've shared with you in the ebook in order to decode my profile and show me my highest destiny. Well, suffice to say that I was absolutely blown away by the information I heard. This was next level stuff. I'd just been given the keys to the kingdom, and it had come to me at the most perfect and critical time. What happened next was astonishing, because literally the next day after I received my reading, the physical symptoms I'd been experiencing cleared up, and I made a full and complete recovery. I had been healed simply by trusting in spirit and receiving the wisdom of my soul purpose mission. So off I went, travelling around Central America, able to relax and enjoy myself because my health was restored, and I knew that I was in the sweet flow of synchronicity. I was a different person because of my transition, with a whole new mindset and perspective on reality, and was armed with all of these fresh new insights from my reading. I made it my absolute mantra to only follow my joy and bliss from now on, and to give myself the appropriate time needed, whatever that took, so that I could transition into this new amazing life that I knew I'd be leading. But despite all of this fresh positive energy which had entered into my life, I'd now like to raise the question that I believe everybody has asked themselves who's on an awakening path and who has received an incredible reading from somebody which has significantly impacted their lives, which is, and now what? You may well have connected with your intuition and perhaps even the higher planes of existence. You may even have received your higher mission, and you might understand, like I did, that following your joy and bliss will help you get there. But you've now got to somehow ground your high frequency mission into the physical reality, which involves your message being accessible to others, not allowing yourself to become unintegrated, or giving your power away and getting lost in all sorts of spiritual and psychic phenomena. So the question is, how can you ensure that you absolutely align with your mission and you don't fall victim to all the many ways of getting lost or get sidetracked by all the distractions, commitments, responsibilities and short-term addictive highs that our culture is so entrenched with, which takes us off our course and risks us not achieving our greatness? And aside from wanting to understand what your life purpose is, it takes time to contemplate and study your profile, and you really can't soak it up from receiving just a 1 or a 2 hour reading. And I knew that there were lots more valuable insights to be had other than those revealed to me in my reading. So I put out a call to the universe asking to bring me back into contact with this incredible system, as I wanted to study and train in it myself. And one day, to my delight, I was astounded to see it pop up again on a different online medium, and it was really there that my new mystical service path first opened up in front of me. It was a deep calling, not a career choice, to transition into this new life, and after using the Soul Purpose system to gain more insights and guidance for myself, I felt compelled to open up a private practice and use it along with some other tools to guide others and help them to align with the flow of their souls too. And so my magical business grew from there, and over the past few years other stuff has also dropped in too. So as well as being somebody who enjoys the mysteries and breaking free from mental illusion, I also took professional training to be an intuitive life coach, quantum healer and a spirit release practitioner too. I worked on further developing my intuitive channel and have connected more strongly with spirit. I've also added other aspects to my private practice too, which have proven to be really helpful in supporting people to align with their paths and transmute any obstacles faced along the way. So what does all of this have to do with you? Well, after gaining a lot of experience at helping others go through vital transitions and align with the plan for their souls, I have the pleasure and honour to create an incredible, magical, affordable and unique offer just for you. I'm working with Spirit to take individuals who hear this call to adventure through a transformational spiritual process which will have the effect of aligning them with the flow of their soul and the universal forces of synchronicity so that they come into alignment with their higher destinies. This is a mystical adventure which will take you into the very heart and inner planes of your being so that you discover key insights which have the power to shift your entire reality and align you with the purpose you've come here to deliver. But the question I asked myself for weeks was, how can I best serve these awesome souls who are ready to go through a magical and permanent higher life transition? I wanted to ensure that I remain in contact with individuals on a regular and prolonged basis, as I know through experience of working one-to-one with people in my private practice that it takes a minimum of 3 to 6 months of weekly content to bring about long-term, sustainable, positive change and transformation. I also wanted to ensure that this opportunity is affordable to anybody, and I do mean anybody, so that finances wouldn't be a limiting factor. So with all of this in mind, I actually went ahead and launched a weekly email program, and it's completely different to anything else you've ever seen. The content is fun and easy to consume, there's no hard work or deadlines, so it can easily be fit around your current schedule. All that's required is that you receive one email each week from me, which is a link to high quality content, which you are then simply asked to contemplate with your mind and intuition, so you achieve breakthrough insights and revelations about yourself and all that you're experiencing in your reality. The program is based upon the wisdom found within the Soul Purpose system, and I'll be sharing weekly content about different aspects not covered in the ebook and lots of other topics too, which will enable you to go deeper inside yourself to find those all-important nuggets of gold. Waiting for you in your email inbox right now is a short 49-page mini ebook which gives you the basis of your soul purpose profile. There's a short description for each of the 22 energies, and it goes through the positives and negatives of each energy and puts it into a brief summary. But it doesn't go through the detail of how all the energies found within your profile express themselves in the 7 different categories of your overall life purpose mission, as can be seen here in physical challenges, physical talents, physical goals, spiritual challenges, spiritual talents, spiritual goals, and in the crucial soul destiny position, which is in the middle of the Merkaba, which is in essence the answer to the big question you've been asking all of your life: why am I here? I've written a longer, more detailed 100-page ebook which is sent to you when you purchase the weekly email program, and it teaches you all about how all of the energies found within your profile play out within these 7 different categories and how they can be translated into career choices which are aligned with your higher destiny. The weekly email program then lays out a detailed roadmap about how you can best come into alignment with the flow of your soul, offering guidance and recommendations on how you can push past any challenges with a specific energy so that you can quickly target and focus in on transmuting these programs which are currently forcing you to stay stuck and transform them into your talents so that you can achieve your greatness. There's so much wisdom available within this system that it's recommended to go on a journey of contemplation with a guide over a longer period of time to gain the maximum benefit out of it. And while solely focusing on your own profile is great, I'm also adding many layers of fresh insight regarding your key relationships and business, which can only be accessed by becoming a member of the weekly email program. Also, I wanted to take this a few steps further and offer as much value as I possibly could. So in addition to focusing on the soul purpose system, other incredible content will also be shared, relating to all sorts of esoteric and metaphysical topics, plus personal development and how to successfully make major life and career transitions. Plus, my inner guidance tells me that there will be other bonus content shared also, depending on the energy and what is most needed at that time. It's in the format of a quarterly subscription program, which enables me to send you easy to digest weekly emails which contain content for you to contemplate, plus tips and guidance about your individual soul purpose profile, so that you can reflect on the information being shared and use your own intuition to help you find those all-important breakthrough insights and epiphanies. So if you're interested in going on a magical adventure with a guide who is honoured to illuminate your path, then I invite you to consider my offer, as I have a high impact, high quality, yet affordable solution just for you. So when I sat down and really thought about the common thread that every single one of us shares, it was this: a desire to discover breakthrough insights, revelations and epiphanies which unlock the magic we've come here to deliver and serves to align us with the plan for our souls. So that will be our mission, our mantra, and the name of this personal odyssey. So welcome to Road to Revelation, the Inward Epiphany Adventure, a weekly illuminated path into the mystical depths of who you truly are. Wherever you are in your awakening journey, no matter how much you've already learnt or whether you're only just starting out, you are welcome. There's always more to learn and more to share, and that's the beauty of this adventure. And that actually reminds me about one of my biggest bugbears. I find it disappointing when a person who's a guide or a spiritual teacher just focuses on what their students are learning without being vulnerable enough to open up about their own lives and what they are learning too. I also don't like it when they fail to talk about the challenges they experienced along the way in order to become somebody worthy of being a guide to others. This is an honest adventure, and it's important to me that I'm authentic and we keep that integrity. So whilst I feel extremely blessed and honoured to be a guide to others today, it didn't come without going through an extremely challenging rite of passage to get here, and it also doesn't mean that I still don't have stuff coming up today. I want to be honest with you about that, and I want to inspire you of how I move past these challenges, Because it's the times when you feel like giving up or when you just can't take any more that often you're on the brink of a major shift in awareness or a breakthrough and can achieve your greatest gifts and learning. Every single one of us are at different stages of our awakening paths and dealing with different goals and challenges. And whilst I don't know where you are at this moment because we haven't connected yet, I do know that I can more than likely relate or have been there myself and know how to assist you with moving forwards. And that brings me to the final part of the call to adventure you have in front of you, which is the price of membership into this magical inner realm where you will receive the following support. Weekly emails, content and revelations where my sole purpose is to help you with your mission and be a conduit for spirit to work through me throughout this transformational process. An adventure into the wisdom of the soul purpose system to unlock your personal magic and align you with the plan for your soul. An introduction to the omnipotent power of the sacred Hebrew alphabet, which is an original language of light. An introduction to the highly respected and revered 72 names of God, which possess incredible healing powers and the ability to transmute and transform all illusion. A deep dive into your relationships to understand what you're learning and how to transform them into higher harmonious unions. How to consciously parent your children using the wisdom of the system and align them with their individual soul missions. What your profile says about you professionally and how to set up your business to be an extension of your own frequency field and a vehicle to deliver your deep purpose into the world. Insights from other amazing systems like Pythagorean numerology, the law of attraction and infinite possibilities, as well as the latest breakthroughs from modern science which help you to further understand the nature of reality and become master alchemists of your own destiny. I'm offering to take you on this sacred quest into the very heart of your being because I feel deeply honoured to do so, and I believe it will help to change a lot of people's lives this year. In a world which is so fixated on the external and material, this is an opportunity to turn inwards and find your true joy and happiness, whilst at the same time unleashing the infinite power and potential you know you are ready to deliver. I've purposely kept the price tag as low as I possibly can to encourage as many people as possible to invest in their inner world as well as their outer, as self-discovery and raising consciousness is far more beneficial than the short-term highs and quick fixes that our society is now famous for. So I invite you to consider the following offer. I'm committing to be the guide on this life-changing inner odyssey for a total period of 12 months, so that your inner transformation really has time to take hold and start manifesting in your physical reality. But you only have to commit to a quarter, so 3 months at a time, with no fees or notice period outside of that 3 months if you decide you want to cancel. So if you feel inspired to come on this mystical adventure and be an official member of Road to Revelation and have me as your guide every week, then all it will cost you is just £33 per quarter, which breaks down to only £2.44 a week or 35p a day. That's literally it. And to top it off, you can sign up to have a sneak preview and start receiving the weekly emails right now for just £1. For £1 you can sign up for a 7-day trial so that you access all the content for an entire week, and if you love the experience, do nothing and you'll be billed just £33 per quarter for as long as you'd like to stay. If you decide it's not right for you for any reason at all, whether it's next week or 6 months from now, just head over to support@ariellaindigo.com and you'll never be billed again. As soon as your 7-day trial is completed and you transition into being a paying quarterly subscription member, you will then receive the full 100-page ebook along with each week's content via email, so you can dive deeper into your profile and align with the forces of synchronicity to bring your gifts and talents online. And in addition to that, if you decide you want to go the full 9 yards and invest in yourself to see this inner voyage of self-discovery and illumination out, then you can choose to sign up for annual membership and get immediate access to the full 100-page ebook, which will be sent to you today, so there's no delay in you accessing your full profile and seeing your mission laid out in front of you. The annual membership will ensure you give yourself the best possible chance of understanding all there is to know about your own soul purpose profile, and on top of that, what you're learning in your relationships, plus your professional and abundance profile, as you're then guaranteed to receive all the content and have the opportunity of achieving all the epiphanies you need so that you ensure you step up and take personal responsibility to claim your birthright of self-mastery and the purpose you've come here to deliver, so that you transition into living a truly mythical life. Plus, the annual membership has the added benefit of saving you £42 over the course of the year compared to the quarterly membership subscription plan, by paying a one-off payment of just £90 today to access the entire programme content and to receive immediate access to the full 100-page ebook. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee with the annual membership plan, so there's no risk to you if you decide later that it's not for you for any reason at all. So let me ask you a question. Are you ready to align with the plan for your soul and connect with the life purpose you came here to deliver? Are you ready to uncover breakthrough insights, revelations and epiphanies which help you to step into your mastery? Are you ready for more clarity, more focus, more abundance? Are you ready to finally be who you've come here to be and break free from any obstacle holding you back from fulfilling your higher purpose? Then seize this rare and magical opportunity with both hands today, as you take personal responsibility for your soul purpose mission, whilst being supported every week to step up into your full mastery, and allow myself, spirit and the wisdom of the soul purpose system to serve you and give you weekly insights, support and motivation that inspires you, so that you make sure this is the greatest breakthrough year of your life. And all of this for just £1 for a 7-day sneak preview. Oh, and one last magical thing, to support you further, I have 3 fantastic bonuses for you if you sign up today. The first bonus is a 2017 numerology guidebook, which will give you immediate orientation as to what this year has in store for you. The second bonus is a special report which will help to illuminate your relationship behaviours for both yourself and your loved ones. And the third bonus is a 90-page Infinite Possibilities workbook, which was created and given permission by the awesome Mike Dooley for me to share, and will assist you with manifesting and living the life of your dreams. So let's do this. You've heard the call and you have come. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity which will soon be gone. So click the link below right now to sign up for either one of the plans, and let's make this your breakthrough epiphany year.